Hey, what's going on, everyone? Lamar here. About to watch an episode of Jupiter's Legacy. This is Season 1, Episode 8, How It All Ends. And a quick recap of what happened last episode. Well, it was finally shown how they got their powers and their uniforms and all that. It was when they finally got to the island, they had to basically overcome like their personal gripes against one another, which was interesting because it wasn't like everyone had gripes. It was like particular people like Walter and George, Walter and Sheldon. I'm not really. I don't think George and Walter, they didn't really show there much gripes between them. Was it Richard? Yeah, Richard and Sheldon, because Richard had to be convinced by Sheldon to come with them because he was the last person. Yeah, he was the last person that joined the group. So, and Sheldon was the one like, okay, just come with us because you're part of this whole destiny thing, and we're trying to get somewhere, and we need you here to be part of the Six. And like you learned a lot more stuff about like Walter and just the big animosity between like Walter and Sheldon, because Walter, like, basically he was never taken serious, whereas Sheldon, he said something, people were like, yeah, sure, yeah, all right, Sheldon, cool, we're gonna do what you're gonna say. But Walter, he was just like doubted constantly, and like nothing that actually made sense to it. Like, why was he constantly doubted? Like, why wasn't he given that same respect at that time? But then we get into the Coliseum kind of area where they like locked off. You found out that there was like other people, like it was like 6 people from like all over the world at different time periods. They all came to this point. They all failed because they like end up like fighting each other, which I think was the whole point of like the whole island thing. It's like you can't here to fight each other, or if you can't squash your beef, you can't like look past the things that happened in your past, or the problems you've had. You can't look past that, then you're gonna have problems moving forward. Where it's really interesting because it's just like, well, we're okay now, right? Yeah, let's get our powers. Yeah. So I don't know if like they feel like they still have those gripes and stuff. So I don't know. Also, we found out that Walter had a child. What's the name? Like Nico? Nick, Asumi, Niku, Nichu. There's like Nichu. I think it's like something like one of those names, right? She was, I'm assuming, Japanese assassin. I'm assuming this Japanese assassin that's part psychic, because yeah, I hope they explain like where does everyone else get the powers. I know there was a big blast. There was a big blast of like energy that shot out all over the place. But is that what gave like everyone else powers? Like, because how did the villains get their powers? That's something that they didn't really bring up. It was just, are they all connected somehow, or is it just, hey, random villain, random people, hey, powers? Maybe some get powers, some get don't. So I don't know. So that's going on. Did I mention Chloe and Hutch are together? Yeah, I already did that. Yeah. And and Walter and Nico are trying to get into the Black Star's clone's brain to find out what he's done, because people are suspecting that this is George's doing. I don't know how it would be George's doing. They said it's like because of the boxing like puzzles and like messing with Walt, so maybe that was like what George was about. Because even Walt had a conversation with Black Star, and Black Star's like, I like George more than any of you guys because like he's actually honest about the situation. Like he'll be more reasonable about it. He can agree that some of the things like I do are bad. He can be more understanding of why I do what I do. But even though I don't understand what Black Star does, so I don't know. But Wooly even threatened to kill Black Star like there as well. It's like, and that's where you had the real conflict between, you have Sheldon having the code, and you have Walter where it's like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta control people. Sometimes you just gotta like take over. And that's where like free will, the whole thing of free will comes in. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I think that's enough of me talking. Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, that's enough of me talking. Let's get into the episode. Let's find out where we're going. Let's go. Look at that. Is like an invisible guy there? Or is it like someone from the facility helping him out?
Where did these 6 extraordinary super beings come from? No one knows. But thank God they're American.
Thank God they're American. Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, someone's gonna recognize us.
Oh, that's the iconic.
Yeah, because you don't worry at all. I'll keep my mask on when I'm flying around just in case.
You look good, Walt. You look good in it. Unlike George, who has to wear that helmet around all the time.
There's a wonder you can fit his fat head in it.
Hey, you guys need to put all that aside.
It's a joke.
No. Listen, you and George need to work together. We all do.
It's a joke, Sheldon.
Okay.
You ought to try one sometime.
I just want you to know that no matter how close George and I are, it'll never touch the bond that we have. All right?
Yeah, brothers.
Go in and get him.
Screw that.
I'm not asking.
All I can do is hold the door open. He's gotta find his own way out.
If we lose him, I swear to God.
What you gonna do? You're not gonna kill her. You're gonna do put her in jail?
Where are you going?
Meeting up with some people.
What people?
People. You know.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I think it's better the Utopian's daughter doesn't know exactly what that was.
The Utopian's daughter.
The less you know, the better.
Bullshit! You know what? You want to keep parts of your life separate? Go back to jerking off alone.
Oh, you're giving me shit for keeping things separate. When you have me over for dinner? Meet the folks.
Different.
How?
You know how.
All I know is there are parts of both of our lives we don't want mixing.
Ooh.
The son of the world's greatest supervillain and the daughter of the greatest hero. How'd we ever think that shit was gonna work?
You've been giving it to the Utopians, kid? The same one who kicked the shit out of us and wrecked my van? Mate, that's messed up.
That bitch tried to throw me into outer space.
And she wrecked my van.
Yeah, he loved that man.
That van's magic, mate. I
Van's
brought
magic.
the sorcerer.
Magic
Before
van.
they took him upstate.
You shut up about the van.
No, I will not.
I am sorry. I did not bring it up. Can we get past this?
No way we're gonna risk getting stumped by the Utopian. You already burnt us with the big man.
You're on your own, mate.
I can't do this without
Wait,
you.
didn't not?
Good luck.
You didn't tell him that the big man's dead? Did you kill him?
Shenzhen, China.
When we got our powers, I felt a great responsibility to improve the country. But I had to make a lot of sacrifices to fulfill that responsibility. I've been tough on you because one of those sacrifices involved somebody who was very close to me, somebody who felt like family. Sky Fox. Sky Fox felt like the code held him back. We had so many discussions about it in these very halls. Discussions that rang hollow because he ended up breaking the code anyway. That was the beginning of the end for Sky Fox and the Union, and he became our worst enemy.
Ooh, they're gonna show like when he fights or
I can't
something?
lose you. Like I lost George, I can't.
Petra came to see me. She's been having some doubts about the code. I found myself saying your words. Usually I just say these lines like they were scripted, but this time I actually meant it. I finally knew why the code was so important to you. Because I cared just as much when someone else questioned it.
I've been holding on too tight. I need to talk more. I need to listen more.
Inside that room.
Hey, you can't speak. He went into a room with oxygen levels like, oh, yeah, you can't get in there. Can't breathe in there. There's a scuba security force. Wait, when you open the door, oh, it has to be like pressurized or something. Why is there a table there? Wait, why would there be a table there? And he's out. And now she's helping. Shot at her?
What? What are you doing here?
Saving you?
Saving your ass, idiot.
Duh.
Even following me.
Thank me later, asshole. We need to get out of here.
Not until I get what I came for.
I have the code.
Yeah? So do I.
Oh yeah, it's a what's it called? Safety, not a safety box. Lock or something. You can bring stuff out. You put it into. That's what it's
neurological pathways.
seems stupid, but yeah, that's what it's.
Stabilize them.
What are you waiting for?
Hold on. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Does he have a suit?
Is that all you got, Georgie?
Wait, so what is George's powers? Ripping fists?
We're losing him.
Can you get me in there? You could be trapped in there with him. Yes or no?
You let him go.
Or what? Today we're all gonna learn exactly how much you value your precious code. Here's my jugular, Samson. Clear shot for your eyes. Your son took a life to save you and Gracie. Can you do the same to save your boy? Or does the code come first? Even before family?
I could have easily killed you the first time and the Utopian not stepped in. But he won't save you this time.
You hit like a girl. Grace.
So do I!
Grace, you shouldn't be here. This is my fault. It's all my fault.
How do we get out of here?
Grace! An oldie, but a goodie.
I feel like everyone's
You
powers.
kill
Everyone's
me,
powers is
uphold your code, and you lose your son in the face of all the young kids in tights who are ready to leave you and the Union behind. Wow, Shelley, your kid didn't hesitate to save you and good old Mom. I don't think he's picking you, kid. Nice knowing ya.
Last time I saw you, you and my so-called friends beat me to a pulp while my son watched. You know there'd be no union if I hadn't stood up for Sheldon and his crazy visions. None of you believed in him. And yet, I'm on the outside. I'm the bad guy. Let me show you how it all ends.
Okay, here we go.
He's not even close to being ready. Maybe he never will be.
Punch him out. I'm gonna do it. Is he gonna hold up the code? Yep, he did. Okay. But I mean, his dad's life wasn't like that was weird because like his dad's life wasn't like the compared to the other one, his dad's life wasn't really like really threatened. He was actually in the winning position.
I wasn't gonna let you die.
I know, Dad.
He says that, but
They're out.
The hell did you see in there?
Skyfox. Skyfox sent you a message, didn't he? That's why he let us go.
What was it?
I should tell Sheldon first.
Well, if it affects Sheldon, it affects me.
Grace.
Walter, show me.
it's for everybody. Then please Sheldon kill Brandon.
What was that?
He's coming for all of us.
We will bring him to justice.
Oh, it gets charged?
So, what is this, like some kind of comic book super weapon?
Somebody told me the power cell could punch a hole through the strongest being on the planet.
You're gonna use it against my dad?
I'm gonna use it to find mine.
And then what?
Oh God, you're still on this. I want to know. How come he's on like it's a cosmic rod thing?
Whoa, whoa. Power rod.
That's what you named it?
Well, it's a rod, and it's powerful.
You know what they say about men who talk about their rods?
Wait.
Okay, so come on. We can all fly.
What
We're
is
all crazy strong and
Is that-
fast, right?
is that Scott? No, that's not Scott. That's not George. George is over
How's that
there.
fair?
Wait, hold on.
Is Richard his
I'm
dad?
the only one that got one. Because all you other assholes weren't worthy.
I got first choice seats.
Chair. I guess you're not worthy.
Look, we're all
What?
worthy.
Why did they give us these powers at all?
So we could rule the world.
Obviously. How can no one in this room take a joke?
I don't think he's joking.
Seriously, though, we don't govern, and we don't kill. That's the code. That's not just our values, that's our system of checks and balances, so that nobody here can even think about ruling the world.
You could have sent me a psychic, thank you. I'd get the sentiment just fine.
I'd be trapped in Black Star's brain if it wasn't for you. I felt showing my gratitude deserved a vis-a-vis.
I'm gonna show your appreciation. Deposit my money into the account by tomorrow morning.
I understand your confidence, given the psychic trenches and diversions you framed. Put that grade school.
But don't get too comfortable.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't treat me like a fucking palm reader!
I'm so glad you're okay, brother.
I didn't know if I'd see you again.
All I know is that you cloned Black Star and made it look like Skyfox was behind the whole thing.
So I heard about everything. I heard about Skyfox.
So he set up George.
Black Star.
Yeah, well, we think that George might be behind that as well. We found some tech on the lock of his cell with his signature all over it.
What about Black Star's cell?
You found a way to release him, knowing everyone would be attending to you in your fight with Skyfox. Everyone except for the Utopian and Paragon.
Why would I do such a thing?
You want to split apart the Utopian from his son. That creates instability within the Union. Instability that will force new leadership. I don't give a shit about the Union or America. But if you want me to keep quiet about this, 50 mil is my price.
Will that really buy your silence? Or can someone else buy you for a higher price?
You can trust me.
You can trust me. I promise. You're a disappointment, just like everyone else. I could have taught you so much.
Oh wow. All right, that was the season 1 finale of Jupiter's Legacy, and there was a lot of questions I have for that. Is George actually Hutch's father, or is it Richard? Because he had the, was it power rod, or yeah, the power rod. He's called it, right? And he was able to use it, but it says like the rod says you're not worthy. It's kind of like the Thor's hammer thing. Like you need someone who's worthy can use it, so that's why Hutch can use it as well. I don't know if it's because he's worthy or because he is the son of Richard, or he could just be the son of George. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here that's kind of like wobbly a bit. The fact that Raikou was killed by Walter to keep, I guess, his secret is actually interesting too. Finding out that George didn't, because I was wondering about that, like, because we don't know George's powers. We don't know what Skyfox's powers actually are. So I got so far, most people's powers just they're super strong, and some people have like laser things and disappearing and stuff. Like, what is Skyfox's actual powers? But George, I don't know. But George was framed essentially. He's being framed by Walter because Walter wants to rule the world. He even said it when they first got their powers. We're gonna rule the place. We're gonna rule everything. That's like his thing. He wants to be in charge. He just wants to make everyone to follow him. And if he has to force it, he's gonna be really manipulative of how he forces it. And he figures it out. So he's just gonna manipulate people around him. Sheldon didn't save Brandon like immediately. He kind of waited like a long time, and I was lucky that what's her name? What's her super? I don't even remember her name. The little girl with the fire powers, not fire powers, like light bulb powers things. Her. She was there, able to like hit Blackstar from behind, but Sheldon said, I wouldn't let him kill you, but you wasn't gonna do anything. Like, your eyes, glowed blue, but you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? And it was lucky that with but that's the thing. Even with Brandon, like the second fight, with like, oh, I'm gonna actually fight, Blackstar. They're already winning at that point. Like, oh, I'm free. I'm gonna fight him. Yeah, like you're already winning. Like he jumps you, took you, held you hostage. You get saved. You come back. You get knocked down. You punch him. Him and your dad. You punch him. But you're already in a winning position at that point. There's no reason to kill anybody. So it's not a 1-to-1 comparison. Like the first one was, he's gonna kill everybody. He's gonna kill your family. He's gonna kill your friends. He's gonna kill like the whole parts of the country and stuff. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop him. Smash. Blew his face up. I understood that. But that one that after there's no reason to kill him. You punched him. You beat him. He's on the ground. Put 2 in him. Put 2 in him, and he's down. Fight's over. You don't need to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same as with with Grace, because I think I found out that Grace didn't actually kill Barium. Was it Barium? Barium? Yeah, it's like I guess radioactive. I guess is his thing. But yeah, she didn't kill him. But she beat him to beat him to a pulp. But he lived, so it's not really like a 1-to-1 comparison because like someone didn't die in that process. Like with the whole Black Star thing, if what's her name? I can't remember her name right now. But if she died, then it'll be like a 1-to-1 comparison. Oh, I gotta stop him from killing people. I'm gonna kill him. Like, that would be a more 1-to-1 comparison. Where Lady Liberty, she actually fought Barion, was beating him, could have killed him, but didn't kill him. So it's just the comparison are really, really odd because it's hey, what would you do? And that's it. So it's not really that comparison, but we'll see how this is gonna go forward because Skyfox was, I'm assuming, for this whole thing has been framed by Walter this entire time. Like, was Walter really the bad guy, or was it actually? I mean, no, was Skyfox, was George the bad guy this whole time, or was it actually because of Walter? Because even in Blackstar's mind, did Walter create that so that someone will come in? Like, I don't understand that. Like, was Walter created a version of George to create Skyfox so he can fight him inside this secondary mind realm? Because as I look at it, when Blackstar's brain was like deteriorating, it should have been gone by then. But then somehow went into his brain with Chloe went in, not Chloe, Grace went in and helped Walter, and then comes out. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions in there. And what is Walter trying to do? So I think Walter is trying to break up the entire union, essentially, so he can take over and can control the world, essentially. But now that Sheldon feels like Brandon's like just going away, because that even talking to him is like, I wouldn't let him kill you. It's like, you had a chance to do something, you didn't. Like he had to be hit with something else to be distracted, and then you came in. So it's interesting though. I mean, all in all, this show is, it's got some parts where it's like kind of in depth a bit, and then it goes kind of convoluted. Oh wait, I do love that scuba safe kind of situation where it's like, oh, how do we do this? We gotta take all the oxygen out the room. What's the security gonna have? Scuba divers. Let's go. We gotta have a bunch of scuba suits. Let's beat these people up because they got in there and they can't breathe. So we got them. But I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of stuff. We'll see if this goes to season 2. We'll see where this goes to. It's an okay show. It's an okay show. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the show. That's my reaction of Jupiter's Legacy, the final season of season 1. But as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, put this stuff all down below. And as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy.